Hello, loves. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. I had to get on here. This might be a part two. I had a profound experience yesterday of remembrance. So profound. I remembered a lot of who I am, who I really am, and why people act the way they do with love. So let me explain. Love had, or has had, because it doesn't have it anymore, one paradoxical problem. Okay? Now think of you as a being living in love and never feeling loved enough. Okay? Now we feel that a lot as the beings we are. But what if you were love itself? And you had an understanding that you being love itself, how could anyone ever match up to the love of you because you're love itself? And no one could love more than you because you're love. So you assumed no one would ever be able to love you right and properly because you are love. How could anyone ever? That was the question posed. Here's the answer. Because you have to accept that everyone has their own level and they can only love you the way they love you, the way they see you. And so therefore, that doesn't mean their love is less. It just means their love is their love and how they love you. It's not measured any less. It's still love. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you, as a being, human, angel, whatever you want to call it, right? Because love is the highest. Love is the highest. Love is God. So, and we are, right? So, think about it. If you as a being walking around here feels a particular way about love and how people can never love you as you because they don't understand you and they don't see you and they don't get you, how do you think love feels? Because it is the highest. And who can match that? It would always feel unloved. And this is why this plane is the way that it is, because love itself didn't remember that it can be loved. It doesn't just teach. It thinks it just teaches. It just shows. It just does. It just creates. It just is all, right? But it was always like, where's my love? When is love given back to me? Did you ever think about that? Did you ever think about how much love gives to us? And I'm not talking about your praise. Love doesn't ask for praise. It asks for recognition. I'm not talking about worship. Love doesn't ask for that, does it? I'm not talking about singing songs about it. It doesn't ask for all that. It asks for you to recognize it and see it and use love with other people. That's how it wants to be used. It wants to be recognized. It wants to be thanked. But it doesn't ask for praise. It doesn't. You can tell that through my father. My father taught it, coached it, respected it, and it gave it praises. But that's not what love asks for. Love asks for to be shared among all. So if you felt undervalued and underappreciated, how the hell you think love feels? Because no one recognizes it and everyone blames it. And no one or hardly anyone sees that love is the real God. They're running after a title. They're running after a title. But everything that a God does that's good, it's love. It still has a name for what the action it takes. So in my book, if love is the action it takes, love is higher than that God. because it has to use that to exact what it's doing. Love is the highest. But how many people love love? And I'm not talking about when they say falling in love with the aspect of love, the dream. No. How many of you actually love love and what it does for you? How it teaches you. Y'all call it God. I call it love. Do you understand what I'm saying? You had an entity that itself felt invisible and ignored and blamed and not paid attention to and not loved. Isn't that how you felt? Now that is a God that can understand us, huh? Because it's here with us, guiding us and showing us real time. Thank you. Can't make it up. Showing us real time, huh? So of course you're going to feel that way. If love is going to feel that way. And what did they try to keep from you? Loving even yourself. But I remember. Oh, I remember. I do. I even remember why I'm back here. But someone made me go through the whole thing instead of where I asked for it to be reset to. But I also saw why I had to go through the whole thing again. I'm that hard-headed, so I can't even complain. I am. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. So my loves, I know this is deep. I know this is deep. I know. But love now feels complete because it understands. Love can only be where you're at in the time that you're there, in the moment. That's all it can ask of you. That's all it does ask of you. Isn't that what they said kind of in the Bible? And you know, those guys, those are different gods. They were different forms of hell, right? Because some seem nice and some was mean as hell, right? But love was consistent. Now, love gets angry. It sure does. Love is all. So it's everything. Okay? But I want you to meditate on this and I want you to sit with this for a moment. And this might be what our talk is today. This might be what my live is today. Honestly. Because that's deep. Love is a God, if you want to call it that. Grand spirit. Who has felt exactly what you have felt. Not them. Not aliens, not any other being, but love itself has felt it for you. That's why my Father spoke on love, about love, teaching you love, coaching you about love, because love is all. Love is the true God. The real one, because it has gone through everything we have, so it understands completely. Think about that. And when you think about that and you sit with it, you're going to have a different understanding about who your God really is and what your God means. And it doesn't need to be called a God, a title, because it's called love. Completely. You dig what I'm saying to you? You understand? If you know, oh, you know. Leave me a comment. Love is all. You dig what I'm saying? All right, my loves, I love you so much. I love you.